Hey everybody, and welcome to Early Access Podcast episode 45. I'm your host Angelo, as usual, and it's been a pretty slow weekend, as most weekends are. I only do these as more of just like a, hey, it's another episode. It gives you a couple minutes to listen to what has come out, if anything's changed. Since most stuff drops on Tuesdays now, so it's really just about like what's come out. What's changed over the past couple days. What I've been up to, really. I mean, this is really for me. I do the reviews for you guys and put the podcast out there for you guys. But, I mean, it's really something for me to do. It is what it is. So, the only game I've been playing is this game called Skyforge. Now, Skyforge is a new MMO RPG that just came out by this company called My.com. It is a free-to-play MMO. It was also developed by Obsidian, which they just did a successful Kickstarter and actually put out their game Pillars of Eternity, which has done really well on Steam for them. That's like an open world Diablo style or Baldur's Gate style RTS. People seem to really like it. It's done really well for them. So, they're also behind. It looks like this is South Park Stick of Truth. So, it's got a decent pedigree behind it. Who else is behind this? Allods, Allods. I don't know who this is. Let's see, projects. Their website does not seem to want to work for me. And My.com, which I'm unsure of what else they do. Armored Warfare, World of Speed is coming soon. Skyforge is currently in early access, is why I'm talking about it. It's in the open beta. Evolution, Iron Desert, some weird games. I don't know. So this is a Russian port, from what I understand, of the MMO Skyforge. I probably put about 10 hours in it over the past couple days, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I didn't record any videos or anything, and I haven't written any reviews for it yet. I wanted to get a good idea of how this game works, and if you're looking for a free-to-play MMO that doesn't have any real pay-to-win mechanics, Skyforge has created a really good design for that. So it's not pay-to-win at all. The only thing you can do is you can pay to expedite your... I guess, like how quickly you level up. But the thing is, there's no traditional level system in this game. So the big thing that Skyforge does that's different, so it takes a lot from Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars, and now even World of Warcraft, where everything's instanced. So all the quests you do are all these little instance dungeons all over the map. So they're either 2-3 player ones, or there's 5-player dungeons and 10-player dungeons, and then there's also these like little hub worlds. Think of them as the expansion hub worlds in WoW, where you do your dailies and everything. You get one of those every so often. There's a new one depending on your level, the air quotes level, and the way the game works is, instead of having a traditional level, it breaks down the prestige. So the way it works is there is 3 starting classes. There's 13 in total, from what I understand. And the way it works is that you choose one of the 3 starting classes, and there is an atlas. The atlas is broken up into different nodes, I guess you can call them, like different nodes, and each of those nodes power up your overall character. You can also change your character on the fly as long as you're not in combat. So that's why there's no real traditional level. So what happens is you pick between one of the 3 starting classes, and then as you gain these, I think they're shards, I can't remember off the top of my head, you gain basically points. They're red, blue, and green, and they allow you to unlock specific nodes in those colors. You work your way through a skill tree, and then what happens is that skill tree ends up opening up another skill tree. So you have your character specific, like your class specific skill tree, and then you have an overall character skill tree. and that allows you to unlock different classes, and it powers up your character altogether. It's a really intuitive way to do it. I'm sure somebody else has tried something like it, but this is the first time I've played a game where it was actually like really cool. The combat's really neat. It's deep. Each class feels different, and once you hit a certain point in the game, you can actually go try out all the classes before the way it works is you have to use the overarching character map to get to one of these other classes to unlock it. And to do that, you have to, grind a bunch. It is a free-to-play MMO. But so you're grinding your way to that class, but there's a way to go and try out each individual class before you decide to set on that path and try to open up that character or that character class. For a free-to-play game, though, there's really no pay-to-win options, though. You can actually use the in-game currency to buy the premium version of the game. I think it's 3 days is 2,000 of the paid currency, and the paid currency is equal to 200 and I think 10 credits per right now. So if you earn 200,000 credits, you can earn 3 days of premium, and the premium, all that does is give you 50% more of stuff that you earn. So think of it as like kind of like a halfer, not a doubler, but like a 0.5er. So you gain 50% more of everything that you do, which is really the way to do a premium service for this kind of game. So like I said, like you can pay money and get the credits to buy premium service, but all it does is let you achieve your goals faster. It doesn't really ever feel pay to win, though. I've gotten a good grasp of the game so far, and I haven't played any of the. I've played a little bit of the PvP. I lie. I played like a 4v free for all multiplayer thing that was pretty cool. There's a couple other multiplayer things, like I think there's a 10v10 that I haven't tried out at all yet. However, what they did was they just removed all the ability to actually spend money. So everything that you can buy is literally cosmetic stuff. You can spend money to buy new clothing. You can use those, like the paid currency to buy that. You can buy boosts, but other than that, like, you're just in it. This isn't like ArcAge where you can actually spend thousands of dollars to become the best player on your server. It seems like you actually have to play the game, and like I said, the combat actually feels really well. All the character classes are unique and different. It's a really cool free-to-play MMO, which I'm surprised there hasn't been a lot of them. I thought this episode was going to be kind of short, but I didn't think I would talk about this game so much. But go check it out. It's free to play. It's in beta right now. Go to sf.my.com. You can go there. You can sign up for your account, and you can download the game. It's pretty big. It's like 10 gigs, so be prepared for that. Also, if you want, there is 2 different collector's editions available. There is the standard digital edition, which is the basic edition. It's $15, and then there's a $60 version. Each one includes in-game currency. So the $15 one gives you 6,000 of the paid currency, gives you a special title. You get 30 days of premium, which, like I said, gives you 50% more of all of your God, I can't, like, everything, like credits that you earn, the resources. I cannot for the life of me think of the name of them. The resources you use to unlock new abilities and the nodes in your essentially character skill tree and your class skill tree. And you get more bag slots. That's another thing that they get you. Like, with most free-to-play games of this type, you have to buy more bag slots. I've yet to run into a need for them, as long as you're selling the stuff off that you have. You also get 6,000 celestial threads, which that's the in-game currency to buy special outfits, like different stuff in the in-game shop for that. And the $60 version gives you more of that benefit. I think you get 150,000 in-game paid credits. You get two classes unlocked from the start. So you would get the I think it's the alchemist and the knight. You get those two classes unlocked when you buy that. You get a special mount that the only way you can get it is through this pack. That's another thing that this game does. It's a little bit different. Is the mounts you can buy. You can get them in game and you can rent them, and it's 3 hours of on mount time. So it's only when you're on it that you need it, and you don't really need it that often. Most places are instance, so you wouldn't need it there unless you die and you're running from the beginning of the dungeon back to your party, or if you have a quest in one of the the more open areas, and you you left to go do something, you had to go home or go away or something, and you run over there. So like 3 hours of on mount time actually adds up, and you get a pretty good decent amount of time out of that. You also get a set of legendary starter weapons with the what is it called? The collector's edition pack. I don't know what those are. You get 150,000 credits. You get spark replicators, which are a game thing that you would figure out when you started playing. You get twice as many slots, bag slots, and you get 35,000 celestial threads, which from what I was looking at, I think 6,000 threads is about the average cost for an outfit. So you can pretty much buy most of the outfits in the store at this point. Plus you have 20,000 in game, like the paid credits that you can use. You can actually sell those to get credits, or vice versa. You can buy more of them with credits. You can use those to buy more premium time. You can use those to buy other things in the shop. But that's the one thing that they did that's different than most games with a paid currency. There's an actual paid currency to in-game currency converter, so you can actually click a button and buy the paid currency with your in-game earned credits, which is kind of cool. So I mean, it takes a lot, it's going to be grindy, but it does give you the option to use those credits for premium. Not that you necessarily need it, but it allows you to get those paid currency to buy things with the paid currency. But it doesn't seem like anything actually does much other than quality of life stuff. So it's really cool. So go check out Skyforge. It's free. It's a really cool take on a free-to-play MMO. And there's a lot of people playing it, and I haven't heard anybody complaining. Like I said, I played for the past 2 days, and I haven't seen anybody bitching about the game in the chat. Everybody seems to be pretty happy. A couple people complaining about, oh, this is OP or that's OP. But other than that, they're pretty content with how that game's coming along. So go jump in and check out the beta. It's a really cool looking game. All right, so I'm going to run through the games that came out. That's all I played the past couple days. Like I said, I've had a lot of fun with it, though. I just want to point out these games released over the past couple days, but the reason I'm bringing them up is because they left early access. So I want to say congratulations to the guys at Hayamont Games and Eurovideo Median, the developer and publisher of Victor Vran. Victor Vran is a top-down Diablo-esque action RPG. I played it a while back. I had a lot of fun with it, but it finally left early access, so congratulations to those guys. You can pick it up right now for 10% off until the 31st, so end of July, for $18, and I highly recommend picking it up. It's got 93% positive out of 426 reviews. It's a really cool game. These guys did a lot of work throughout early access. They added a lot of content and a lot of skills and items, and they have really cool mechanics in this game. There's like this cool card mechanic that allows you to have different abilities that you normally wouldn't have on your character and everything. They did a really cool thing with this game that's actually different for an action RPG. I can't recommend it enough. I had a great time when I've played it. And like I said, they've been committed to it over early access, and now it's finally a complete product that they can put out there for you. So go check out Victor Vran. The link will be in the show note for Steam. And that brings me to this game. This game also left early access, and it is by BitHuffle, and the publisher is Adult Swim Games. Adult Swim Games have been publishing some really great games lately. To give you an idea of the games that they've done, it's you know, Duck Game, Jazz Punk, Westerado, Super House of Dead Ninjas, Volgar, Super Puzzle Platformer Deluxe, Traverser. I mean, Oblatus. I'm not sure of the name of that one. However, they've put out published some really good indie games over the last year or so, last couple years, and this one is no different. It's called Zenzik. This is a shoot 'em up, like hardcore shoot 'em up that had some really cool ideas. There's like a cool open world, like what's the word, like roguelike style to it that they did to one of the game modes, which I thought was really awesome. And it's out of early access, so congratulations to those guys. It's $8 until the 30th of this month. It's going to be $10, so it's 20% off right now. 21 reviews, all positive. It's a really cool pixel art style shoot 'em up. It's more of like a bullet hell twin stick shooter style game. I believe I have a video up on the website or on the YouTube channel. So if you go to youtube.com/early access podcast, you can check out the video. Just go search it. It is an early access video, but it'll give you a good idea of what to expect out of the game. And it's really cool. It's very hard. Very hard. So be prepared for frustration. All right, so and I'm just gonna hit on the few games that have come out over the last couple days. This game is called Better Late Than Dead. It's got 172 reviews already, 71% positive, and it's only been out for like 4 days. It is $5.59. It's usually $7, so it's 20% off right now. And this is another 3D action adventure indie survival horror whatever zombie survival game. Let's see. Odin Game Studio, Merge Games, and Excalibur are the publishers. It looks like a first-person survival game. However, in 4 days to have 172 reviews with 70% positive is pretty impressive. So I'm going to check Steam charts real quick and see what the in-game Better Late Than Dead. It's currently only 41 players in the game. So it's a single-player multiplayer game. It's kind of confusing that it has 172 reviews but only 41 people playing. With the 70% would be somewhere around 140, now like 120 positive reviews. So I'm not sure where all the players are. It peaked at 119, so I don't know. Do you want to play another survival horror game? Because I don't. But you can. It's pretty cheap, and people seem to like it. And it looks, it looks competent. Kind of reminds me of, not Left 4 Dead, Dead Island, similar to that, or every other 3D survival horror game that's fucking come out lately. But to each their own, right? All right, this game is called Dungeon League. Came out the 23rd. It's got 7 positive reviews. It is 20% off until the 30th of July. Seems like most of these games are. So it's $8, usually $10. And this is it's actually a really cool game concept. So it's a top-down pixel art style dungeon crawler. However, what makes it different is it's a 4-player party, like, let's see, local co-op. It doesn't look like it has actual like online multiplayer, which is kind of disappointing. But it's multiplayer dungeon crawling, like 4-player battle, it looks like. Let's see, dungeon crawling spews it out as a 10-minute chaotic multiplayer party game action. So, let's see, invite some friends. See, that's the biggest thing. Local multiplayer PC games, not my thing. So I'm sure people have like them, but I can't tell if it's 4-player co-op or 4-player free for all. Like you're just trying to clear the dungeon and do better than everybody else. It looks good though. The art style looks pixel arty, but it looks good. As long as the gameplay holds up, I'm sure it's fine. And it's relatively cheap. If you have a couple friends and you all want to go in and buy a copy, it might be great to play with 4 people. Again, I wish games like this that did local multiplayer would do 4 packs of these for the cost of 3 games or even 2 games, to get people that play local multiplayer games to put them all together. It'd be kind of nice, but what the fuck do I know? I'm not a developer. So the last game I got for you guys is called Fork Truck Challenge. Fork Truck Challenge is it's a simulator game. It's you're driving a fucking forklift. It sounds pretty self-explanatory, doesn't it? No reviews yet. Not surprising. It's usually $8. It's going to be $6.79 until the 31st of July. Like I said, no reviews. It's a first-person forklift driving game, picking up packages and moving them places. I feel like you can go hang out at a Walmart for a couple hours and get the same effect, but somebody decided to make this game. So that's going to do it for this episode. I just want to bring up one last thing. It is still Indie Game Christmas in July. So I have been giving out indie game keys, the past couple weeks on and off. I gave out a bunch yesterday for the 25th. I'm going to give out a bunch more leading up until the end of the month. So make sure you go follow at Early Access PC on Twitter, and I will be dropping keys, a couple times a day or once a day up until the last day of the month. I have a few more games to give away. I gave out a copy of Zenz and Zenzik. I gave out a copy of Basement, Vortex Attack, a whole bunch of games. I just gave out a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, if you go check, some of them might not be used. All the keys have an asterisk in them. The asterisk must be removed, and you need to find the alphanumeric digit or character, the alphanumeric character that goes in there. So it's going to be one of the letters of the alphabet or one of 10 digits. I did that just so the same person didn't keep copy and pasting it until they got spread around a bit. I'm sure the same person got multiple games, but the more people that spread it around and get it out there, the more likely that different people end up getting it. It is a fun thing to do to give out these games that the developers have given to me. So I would like not the same person to get. So like I said, go follow at Early Access PC. I'll be giving them away for the next few days here, probably 4 days or so. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for listening to Early Access Podcast. Don't forget earlyaccessmedia.com for all your gaming, movie, and music reviews. Still getting new contributors every day or every so often. Haven't had any new articles by anybody lately, but I do have a couple people signed up and ready to start writing, so I'm waiting for their first articles to go up to the website. But other than that, click through the Amazon banner on earlyaccessmedia.com. Bookmark it, use it whenever you buy anything on Amazon. Really does help out the show. But until next time, guys, I will see you on Thursday, and you have a good week.